Hello to all my beautiful enchanted unicorns and welcome on Ask the Runes channel. I am Andrea and today we are gonna look at June energies. Your June energies. What will happen in June for you? I am so excited to finally get to this reading. I really wanted to do this theme for a very long time with this beautiful green sea glass and seashells and sea stones, and I could not wait for summer to be here and finally for me to be able to do this reading. I'm so excited. So here you have 5 pile options from which you can choose, and now I want you to take a deep breath with me. In and out, slow and steady. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide, of course, and you can also choose more than one single pile if more than one single pile calls to you. Today we will have a rune reading based on these pretty runes from under the sea glass and sea stones and this piece of marble from Greece right here. And I will look into your finances energies with this grid right here and some Romanian coins since I'm Romanian. And yeah, I'm so excited for this and I will wait you on your pile. See you there! Nice to see you, pile 1. Welcome to your June reading. So let's see what is your current situation, with what energies you enter in June. I pretty much say that you are right now in flow. All of your energies are flowing. You are entering June with an energy of flow, of free flowing. You are with everything in a state of flow. Mentally, physically, your energies are all in flow, in sync, and you have, I'd say, a very on-point intuition and everything is just on point. You are riding the wave. You are riding the wave to be in theme with today's reading. So, next thing, we are gonna look at what strengths you have for June, your inner strengths. And I see about your inner strengths that you have a lot. You are very optimistic, you are hardworking and very upbeat and positive. I'd say you kind of feel a bit lonely or isolated, and you feel like you have to do everything on your own, but you have the inner strength to do everything on your own. You have lots of internal resources. You are a bad bitch riding the wave. You are on top of your game and everything is just on point, on an inner level at least. If you faced recently something negative, I'd say that now you conquered the top of the mountain. Maybe you feel a little bit, I don't know, lonely still, but you are on top of your game. So, next thing, I want us to look at the near future. The energy that you are stepping into from now and the first, let's say, 2 weeks of June. And well, what can I say about your energy? I'd say that because you are so in flow, you tend to be a bit out of your normal structure and order. And things might get a little bit out of control sometimes. It's everything about proportions, about balance. You have to find your balance. You don't have to be so much in flow that the waves take you very far away from the shore. You have to keep the inner balance. Also, this rune talks about the same thing, keeping your house in order. And now, these two together, it makes complete sense. And with all of these waves and flow and everything, I'd say that if you don't want to reap the rewards of that lack of balance and that lack of structure in your schedule, for example, or on an emotional level, on your inner emotional balance, you must restore in the next weeks your inner balance and put your emotions especially on point. Everything I'd say it's in flow for you, but sometimes this rune may denote that it's even a bit overflowing, a bit over the top in this combination right here, especially that here we talk about sea and summer and everything. You may already have tapped a little bit or a little bit too strong even into that energy and be a little bit overflowing, a little bit overpouring with emotions, and sometimes even with optimism. Optimism, it's a good thing, but you have to keep it in balance and not be too much optimistic. I don't see that you are too much optimistic or that you are very overflowing with emotions, because this rune, it's upright, it's not in reverse. If it was in reverse, then I'd be a little bit concerned about it, but it's not in reverse, it's upright. So I don't see that is a very strong problem here. It's a very slight problem that you can, I think, easily solve rather quick. I don't see it's a very big of a problem. Now, next, but also, if you have been in this state previously, and you now are on top of the game with your emotions and everything is now in flow, I think that you are coming from this place. And if you are coming from this place, from this out of balance, out of order, out of structure and chaos, now you may feel a little bit of consequence for that. You may receive some sort of a consequence of that out of balance, out of order type of thing, where, I don't know, something may happen in the first 2 weeks of June that is kind of not so much pleasant. But also this rune talks about reaping the rewards of anything that you seed, that you have already seed in the ground. Everything that you already have put in, now you are receiving and get out of any type of situation. So also because you have made things all right, even if, let's say, that you may receive a little bit of consequence for this attitude that you had in the past, right now you also receive the consequence of the fact that you got things back in order, back to a more firm ground and more stable firm ground. And you also receive the good feedback from that, as well as the less good feedback for the fact that things were less structured and put in order before. You receive the consequences from both situations, from both scenarios. Next, we have here your struggles in June. Okay, so what I see for you in terms of struggles in the month of June is especially in the love field and maybe the creativity field. You may feel a little bit out of creative juices, a bit at a standstill with your creativity, or maybe tired a bit. Or if this regards love and romance, I think that you kind of grieve over somebody still, or somebody, that you still grieve over somebody that you got out of a relationship with, or you grieve that you are still a bit alone and you didn't find somebody and you feel very upset about it, that you didn't find somebody, or that somebody that you were interested in proved that he or she wasn't interested in you back. And I think that you feel a little bit sad about that. And with this rune right here, this gives me very strong vibes about it. But this can be only temporarily because this is a very auspicious rune. And if we here talk about a woman that you are interested in, I think it's a very curvy woman with really nice shapes that is not interested in you or has done something not quite very nice to you. Or if we talk here about a man, we talk about a man that is very optimistic and upbeat as a habit, but now maybe he's in a very depressing state or something and has no desire for a relationship or to look after a partner, and that's why he may not be interested in you, or why something has finished between you two. But the situation, it's drawing to a close with relief at hand on your side. You will feel better with time. Maybe this situation right here, it's only temporarily, and you will get back together because this kind of look like two exes holding hands. Or if that is not the case, you will start feeling a lot more better. But right now I kind of still feel that recurring energies from the past that you bear with you over the 2 months or maybe even all of June, of feeling a bit alone and a little bit not only alone but lonely, and you miss this certain person or a person, and you are not so very much happy that you can find somebody that you really connect with. And I see that that's the major difficulty for you in June. Let's see the outcome of June. Okay. An interesting thing is that I usually let the runes fall out of the pouch. I don't pick them because I really think that that's mainly my energy, and when I really try to pick them, it really messes with my mind because I don't know if I pick something because it really calls me or because I don't know, I want a certain rune to fall out. So I really prefer to let them fall out on their own. And with this rune, when I finally got out this rune, because it's the last rune that you let fall out of the pouch in this order, you let them fall out the pouch, and being the last rune, I don't know, I thought that my wrists gave in and it was my mistake because they felt really odd, and I let them fall out multiple times because I wasn't sure about the message. First time it was another rune that denotes a person that it's not in your life anymore. I didn't look at the other runes before. I saw only, I think, this rune and this rune before, and the rune I picked in the first place, and somehow it didn't make sense to me, and something inside me said that it's something wrong about that rune, especially because it really twisted and turned until it fell still on the ground. So I let another rune fall again from the pouch, and that other time 2 fell out, and I didn't want 2. So I let another rune fall out the pouch, and it was exactly this rune, but it twisted and turned and twisted and turned and twisted and turned and twisted and turned so many times that I wasn't really sure when it finally stopped and fell like this if it was the right answer, or I don't know, it twisted and turned so oddly, too oddly for me. It was really weird. So I tried to let another rune fall out for the last time to be absolutely sure that the one that falls really certain on a single side and doesn't twist and turn and twist and turn and twist and turn so many times. And the same rune came out, but this time upright. And I think the way the runes fell out, they in itself tell a story. This is why I took all this time to explain you the process, because I think that they in itself on this position tell in themselves a story. And after I saw all your reading as a whole, now it makes perfect sense. You really miss somebody that it's not in your life because you haven't met him or her. You haven't met that person yet, or it left your life, or you don't communicate with that person, or you had a fallout. I don't know. But you really miss a person. And against all odds, either with the same person or someone even better, you will get with. This is something really unexpected, an event really unexpected, and I've got chills, very unexpected and high in emotion, really high in emotion, and I've got chills all over my arms. Very, very high in emotions and unexpected, just like the sudden appearance of a child in your life. Maybe you wanted to conceive a child and until now you couldn't, but suddenly, especially towards the end of the month, now you can have a baby, for example. That's another scenario, especially with this rune right here. This talks about le petit mot in France, which is, you know, the orgasm. This is not a kid's reading, so any kids, you didn't hear me say that. Okay, this is kind of an adult reading. This is, I try to keep it as PG as possible, but we tap also sometimes into more mature energies, as this one, as conceiving a baby, which I think that it's another possible scenario for you that you are that you struggle with a bit in June, and towards the end of the June something happens and maybe you can finally conceive a baby, or somebody has a baby, or you finally meet the man of your life, or through something very, very, very unexpected, you get back together with an ex. Or if this falling out with a person didn't already happen, I'm sure it's not something that you want to hear about, but for somebody out there, I really think that's a possibility and it will be true for somebody. I don't know, even if it's only one person. Maybe you will then fall out with this person because the first time it came like this, and the fact that the first time came like this and the second time it came like this makes me think that there are somehow two persons. Either if we are talking about the same person, but it's the same person 1.0 and 2.0, you know, I mean, two versions of the same person. After some sort of an event, you get back together with an ex, for example, and he is completely another person and completely changed, or you were meant to fall out with that ex of yours and meet somebody new, or something with somebody else didn't work out, you didn't end up together, not even together in a relationship in the first place, because you were meant in June to find somebody else, to find another man, especially, or a woman with very masculine energy. One of two scenarios here. So I really feel this about you, about your energy. The outcome is that any grief that you had will finally pass your life, will get out of your life. But with that, this is kind of like a tower moment. Any kind of tower moment, it's a good point in time for rebuilding things and for getting rid of the dead skin, of the dead branches, of everything that was already dead. It was no longer serving you, and that leaves, so this can enter your life, this other thing, this other person, this other man especially, or again a woman with very masculine energy can now enter your life. and you will be with this person. Again, it can be, I don't say it's not an ex, but the condition for that is that he is a completely different person to the bone. I mean, to the bone. There's not a single cell, a single fiber in his body that's the same. I don't know how to explain it. He treats you literally completely different. He treats you like a queen. Anything that was wrong before, he now treats you well. If you didn't break up because of you and something that you did, and did something that the other person did, especially if we talk here about a man with, again, a female with a very masculine energy, if it's not something that you did and it's something that he did, and he's not a completely different person to the bone, then it's not him, it's another person that's meant to enter your life. And I see you kind of being taken by surprise by this other person. Okay, now let's tap a bit into your finances, which I punctuate separately from the reading because they don't always talk about money, and it's something that especially interests a lot of people. So let's tap now into that money energy. I will pull out the grid for you, and this is the energy of the month, so it stays right here. This is the grid. Okay, so I finally put them in order. Here we have the coins that I will use and a piece of carnelian for us to really know if you will earn your money in this month through something that you do with passion, or with this sugar coin right here through something that you really do with pleasure. Money will come in for you sweet through something that you do with pleasure, if it's even if it's not the thing that you are most passionate about on earth, but they will still come in sweet to you. Here we have other coins. These are the biggest right here. These are the biggest. These are old coins. Nowadays we have paper money for these two coins, but they are the most valuable from all of this, especially because they're in paper nowadays, so I'm keep them as value like this. So let's see, no more talking, let's just see what awaits you. It's good, the little money fell out. Only big money for you, pile one. See? Interesting. So, first thing, this is on this inner circle are all the money that you get on a daily basis, on a regular basis. So I think that you may earn at your job either the medium wage or just a bit below it, the medium wage, or very much above the medium wage. You have the biggest coin. So in this month expect big money to come to you. I think besides your usual wage, your usual salary at your job, which I think that if it's not the minimum, the medium wage, or a bit below it at your job, you can expect a raise. I don't see something that you will especially do with lots of passion in this month. I see that you are doing what you are supposed to do, and you like it, not that very extra much, but you kind of like it, what you are doing this month. It's not completely unpleasant to you. You won't have to worry about money under no circumstance, because this is the smallest amount of money. It's out. Bye. It's not on the table for you, this being the table in this case. This also it's out, but we have the big money in the middle, which is exactly what we want to see. These two right here, I think that's some extra cash that you will make, and there will be two sources of extra income, extra cash that will pour a bit into your pockets. I don't see that you will make them through something that you are over the heels about. I don't see that you will like that thing that much, but it will make you really decent money. Like, how to explain it better? As value, these coins are right like this. Like this. This is their value in this order, from the less valuable to the most valuable. And these three you have as a regular basis somehow in the circle for this month. And these two right here are on the side, so this is side money that you will make, and their amount of them of money will be as a value between these two. Long story short, you are good, you are covered. This month your money are covered. Expect big money. I don't know how, I don't know when, but sometimes in this month you can expect some very nice money. Lots of them. I don't know, out of the sky. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your job is. I don't know what your businesses are. I don't know anything about you, but one thing I know about you is that you will make this, you picked the jackpot basically. You will make this huge sum of money and other money aside. Not through, I mean, that you are so over the heels excited and passionate about, and it won't be necessarily the sweetest thing in the world. I rather see that what you do on a daily basis as a job or at your business, it's kind of pleasant for you to do, kind of ish, or you are really kind of bored. If you don't dislike what you're doing, you are at least a bit bored, but some kind of a pleasure in what you are doing, it's still maintained there, and through that your money will come on a regular basis in June, and some extra money will be related to something, I don't know, that you are doing, let's say, not because you like it in the first place or because it's one of your passions. Maybe it's something that you are randomly trying and you earn some nice extra cash from that. This is what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Excuse my mumbling sometimes and my misspelling English. It's not my native language. I'm doing the best I can. I promise my English will get better with time. I hope this reading really cheered you up and gave you some hope and maybe some perspective over the things. Remember, only take what resonates with you. We have free will. If you pray and focus on what you want and have positive thoughts and maintain balance, because this is the advice for you to try to maintain balance and really use your intuition, which is quite on point this month, everything will be all right, my friend. Your finances are covered. Somebody may enter your life, a new person or an old person on a 2.0 new version of that person. I'm really glad for you. It's a pretty nice month. With such money in my bank account, I'd say about me that I had a very nice month, and with such rune about a person that's about to enter my life, I'd also say it's a very nice month. I like to pick this pile. If I were in your place, I'd be really glad I picked this pile. So you have a very nice month ahead of you. Don't worry about these things that may bug your mind a little bit. They will pass as they came. They will pass and everything will be just fine. So ground yourself, I'm wishing you lots of peace and that things will draw to an end with relief at hand for you, just like this rune right here says. You are loved, you are protected, you are guided. Heavens want your best and they have your best interest at heart. So keep your head up, stay optimistic, stay positive, like this rune says you already are doing. Till next time, lots of kisses and hugs. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more readings just like this. And give this reading also a big, very big like if you really liked it and resonated and enjoyed it, so more people can receive their messages from the runes. Again, lots of kisses and hugs. See you next time. Hello beautiful pile 2 and welcome to your June reading. So let's see what is the energy that you are entering in June with. I see that you are ready to travel. I see that you have lots of energy for inner journeys and external journeys. You are basically ready for a vacation. You are so ready for a vacation. Your mind is everything about a vacation and traveling. Not all of us all over the world can. Some of us can, some of us cannot. Some of us are still in the lockdown, like very tight in the lockdown. But your mind, it's all about traveling, and if you cannot travel in your outer world, you will sure travel in yourself, inwards. Let's see the inner strengths that you have this month. Especially an inner travel. I see, especially in an inner travel. You work on yourself to become really vulnerable and to be able to express, even when it's very risky, let's say, your truest, most deep feelings and thoughts, and you really work on yourself to be able to do that, to express yourself, even when it's a bit risque, let's say in love, when you don't know what the other person feels, and you really work on yourself to be able to express your feelings, especially, and be able to express yourself even when it's a bit risky. You have lots of inner strengths that you are not even aware about, and you feel very fertile. You feel even a bit seductive. You feel a little bit flirty. You feel ready to go, let's say. Now let's look into the first 2 weeks of the month, the near future. If you watch this when I upload it, which is before June, also this applies to the period of time before June. So in the near future, and you may have already been a little bit drawn to pile 1, because I feel a bit of that energy, not very much, but just a bit. Maybe you have got out of a relationship, or you will get out of a relationship, and this is the thing that you actually feel really good about. I don't know what can I say about it, but you have so much strength in you and you are so ready to go that I think that almost you are the one that ends up things. And this here, it's a bit of a tower moment, which can be very liberating. It's not always a bad thing, it's not always painful, it's something that sometimes it's even welcomed. It's a really good thing to happen, and I think that you may be the one that pulls out of the deal. I don't know, the person that has the control over the situation the most, like the boss in the situation, the stronger person between you and your partner or somebody that you are involved with. That person, if that is you and you feel ready and you feel very sure on yourself, you will be the one that ties up the cords and says stop. It's time to go now. It's time to go. Anyway, you, from this month forward, you are free. And if you are not the one that put things to rest, like ends things, and you are taken by surprise, you will be able to recover very quick, because you have resources within you that you are not even able to recognize in yourself. And this sometimes may be talking about the lack of luck, and you may feel a bit, if you are the one that's quote-unquote dumped, you may feel a bit out of luck, but you are not. You are liberated from this situation, even if it's a very codependent situation and you feel really attached to the person. I'm telling you, everything is in your highest good. Let's see the difficulties in this month. We have Weird, the blank rune, Othel reversed, and Win. Yeah, something must happen. Something is fated to happen. Something that leads to you being on yourself and working very much in this inner journey on yourself, with no external help, no external partner, no external anything. But that journey will be very much successful, will have lots of success. You will succeed, and I've got goosebumps on my arm and all over my body. You will succeed in becoming a very strong, independent person, in expressing your feelings, in really stepping up for yourself if you are the one that puts things to rest. This is very beautiful, even if you may actually find it sad if you are the one that is said goodbye to. This is actually, I'm telling you, very beautiful, because this, even if they are the struggles that you will have in this month, this is the happiest rune of all happy runes. So the struggle will draw to its close with lots of happiness at its end. It's like 6 of Wands, if you want, or 4 of Wands, or them both combined. It's very, very, very happy. It's the happiest rune. No, actually it's more like of a 6 of Wands rather than a 4 of Wands, if we were to compare it to tarot. But it's very super extra mega happy. The difficulties will pass as they come. And I've just said it, and look at this. I mean, look at this. This is the rune of harvest, and this is the rune of sunshine, of sunrise. For you, sun will rise again. You have so much power in yourself, you are not even aware of it, but you have all this inner strength, and you are protected from above, because this is a rune also of protection. Maybe you feel a bit unlucky and unprotected that something like this happened to you, or you may feel a bit guilty if you are the one dumping the other person, but I'm telling you, this is so freeing. You seed this liberation, or the other person planted it for you, and now you are free. You start a new chapter. June, it's the beginning of a new chapter for you, and this, when it fell out the pouch, it fell on my grid here for money, and I think that the new chapter will start for you with the receiving of some extra cash, and I can't wait to tap into those energies in a minute, but first let me see if I didn't miss anything. No, surprisingly, your reading was very clear-cut and forward. I didn't had to stumble upon different things like for the first pile, even though they had a very beautiful reading as well. It was kind of more hard to read, but to you everything is so clear-cut and beautiful, and the message kind of painted itself in my mind very, very clear. So I think this is the message for you, and I'm so very much happy for you. Oh, there's actually one thing. This journey right here reminds me of the monomyth. I don't know if you heard about the monomyth. All the great stories in our history kind of follow the same pattern. The hero is called in a journey by somebody. Let's look, for example, at Frodo and Gandalf. Alright? All the stories kind of follow the steps that happened in Lord of the Rings with Frodo and Gandalf. Gandalf came and called Frodo on this journey. Frodo embarked on the journey even though he didn't want it at the beginning. Somebody doesn't want here something at the beginning, but Frodo still embarks on that journey. And after all this internal and external research, he enriches himself on the inside. He gets to the top of the mountain by himself, and that thing was fated, and he at the end reaps the fruits of his labor, reaps his reward, and a new chapter begins for Frodo where he is enriched with that journey. And I think that this is kind of the story for the next month for you. Something happens that at the beginning may seem a little bit like, oh no, or maybe you feel so open that you confess your love to somebody and they reject you, but that was meant to happen because you really had to be on your own and solve some stuff within yourself on an internal journey, and somehow maybe this is why I say this is kind of resonates a bit with the first pile, because it really brings me back to this idea that after this period of lessons and being on your own and having to deal with stuff on your own, you finally get your diploma, so to say, and you get to the next level, to the next chapter when you achieve what you want. This is like the flag on top of the mountain. You reach the top of your mountain, of your biggest desire, of your biggest goal, and everything you were trying to manifest maybe for a very long time. At the end of the journey, this journey that really enriched you on inside, now finally you reap the rewards for that after maybe the first 2 weeks of the month, in the 3rd week of the month, and to the end of the month, 4th week or so. So especially then, and this also I think it may be the beginning in the first 2 weeks of a new love, because I kind of saw this pattern in which runes appear in different scenarios in readings, and this rune also appeared in a few love readings when we talked about the beginning of the relationship, which happens quick, sudden, like out of the blue, and it really makes you say wow. It's like wow, you know, it really takes you by surprise very much. After maybe this is an analogy to something that happens long before this month, and maybe you are in your head about it, but this other thing happens and you are like wow. And I really talk here about love here because of these runes here, and this that makes me think that you are very vulnerable. But this can also be in business, for example. This can also apply to business as well, or even something else that I don't know. It doesn't occur in my mind right now, but you know your situation best. So it's kind of that hero journey I've just mentioned. You are called to answer your own journey this month, and at the end of the month, after a month, you won't be the same person. You will be so blessed, so enriched on an inner level that you won't believe how good things ended for you at this end of the month. You will be so blessed this month. I don't know what this thing right here is in the next few days and weeks, but the end of it, it's so beautiful. I just cannot describe you this line here. I mean, look at it, one after another. The happiest rune, the rune of harvest, and the rune of dawn. I just can't even. I've got chills. It's absolutely beautiful. And the biggest obstacle this month, it's for you to sit in that energy of being with yourself on your own and solving on an inner level your journey, your stuff. But you will graduate that level, that issue, that thing that you are really contemplating. Maybe you carry this with you from a very long time ago. Maybe you carry this from years and years of sitting with yourself in silence and trying to deal with it. And this is finally the end of it. And this kind of is the message in a way for the last pile too. So I don't know, they're very connected. Maybe you really wanted to pick that one too. Okay, now let me just get to your money reading, because I don't know, but this rune talked a lot about love life and very little about other things in this reading. I don't know what's up with them, but no worries, I've got you covered. I don't know, I really felt really called to bring with me only this grid for money, not something else for love or something else. No, I felt called only to bring this grid for money. And these are the coins. I left it as they fell for the last reading, but I'ma explain them again for you too. So I have this carnelian right here to show me whether your money will come in through something that you do with lots of passion, that you are very passionate about. This other coin right here, it's a sugar coin and talks about money that you win or that you receive through something that you do with pleasure, that's sweet for you, that money that come in sweet for you. And as a value, here we have the biggest, the most valuable coin, and this is the least valuable coin, and they are kind of in this order from the most valuable one to the least valuable one, like this. This is the value order, in case you wanna know it in depth. I think it's easier to explain it first before I read. I don't know why, it's just easier for me to explain it a bit before I read, so it's clear. Okay, so now I'm gonna shuffle them in my hands and let them fall and see where they fall. Here in the circle will fall, the closer is to the circle, the closer is to what you can expect on a regular basis, like let's say the salary at your job or something that comes to you regularly. I don't know. This is side money that you make this month. But because here, I think that because here in this reading are talking only about one single month. You can think about the money that fall in this circle as money that will come in sure for you, like sure for you. And these are money that will also come to you, but they are like more of a potential type of money. So let's see. Let's just see. For you, what money come in for pile 2? Because it rhymes. Money for pile 2. Now, whoa. One fell out. Well, no small money for you. No small money for you. That's a thing. Okay, so you will make the biggest amount of money on the side that's potential for you, and it's very likely for you to make that money through something that you are very, very, very passionate about. Very passionate about. Then the chances increase for you to receive sum of money that's a little bit less, like half of this big jackpot right here that you are able to make through something that you are very passionate about, but it's more likely for that to appear. Also this, that's a bit less valuable, but still pretty good. And of course this, which I see as, if this is kind of the minimum wage on in your country, this is like the medium wage on your country. So I think that this is kind of like your job salary or some money that you receive on a regular basis in some way, and they are pretty good. It's pretty stable. It's pretty stable. Not bad. It's not the best, like the best right here. This is in potential, and you have it in your grid right here. So it's here for you. It's here for you. You only have to reach your hand and grab it and receive it. And this also. These 25 bucks are kind of more than this, which will translate and I mean 25 pennies, which would be like more than 10 pennies. That's kind of the equivalent if I were to translate our Romanian money in, I don't know, let's say USD dollars, for example. So this is bigger than this. So I think that it's very sure for you to receive a good amount of money this month. You are covered, you are stable, you are good, you are fine, and you have the opportunity to receive this really huge jackpot through something that you are really passionate about, a soul project. I really like your pile. Your pile, it's so you the best. Right until now I had some really cute and nice readings, and the fact that everybody, I mean you and pile 1 had this out of the deal, makes things even more sweet. I'm in love. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my reading today. I really hope it will come true for you, all the great parts, especially and mainly all the great parts. If you don't resonate with the parts, you can change them. Readings like this, if we look at them through the lens of determinism, which is thinking that what we hear we cannot change, it's set in stone, let's say, which is not. You can change it, you can manifest it, you have power within you. And I said it at 24:24 on my camera timer. You have power within you, and you can change anything that you hear in this reading by simply focusing on what you actually want to receive, focusing on what you actually want to hear, want to see manifesting into your life. You have that power in yourself. So no worries about anything that you may have heard and you didn't like. I really hope you have a wonderful month. I really hope you enjoyed today's reading. I really hope it even resonated for you. Don't forget, a beautiful, very bright and sunny month awaits you. It will and with a very happily ever after all at the end. And you have all this financial abundance at the horizon. This rune again fell on this grid as I let it fall out the pouch, because I don't pick any runes, I let them fall out the pouch. And it usually doesn't talk about material things, but for you especially, I think it's this potential reward in money that you may receive, and that would be kind of like the dawn in your finances for you after a very long period of night and not having that much. Because where's that rune? This rune right here can also talk about that. You will receive, you have it as a potential to receive this very big amount of money. If you concentrate over it, it is yours to receive. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. I'm cheering you up. I'm cheering you up. Okay, so until next time, lots of hugs and kisses. Please give this reading a very big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more readings just like this, so we can really grow this beautiful blessed channel and more people can receive their messages, and also you yourself can receive your messages from the runes. And yeah, again, lots of kisses and hugs. Until next time, bye bye. Hey, nice to see you, beautiful pile 3 people that picked this cute little sea glass, green sea glass right here that I picked myself from the beach here in Romania. So let's see first with what energies you enter the month of June. Wow, whoa, all the Leos, all the hands up in the air, say hey, oh, da. I mean, yeah, all the Leos, your hands up in the comments, because I see you. Hello. And also, everybody who's not a Leo also picked a jackpot. From the first, 3 seconds of the readings, I can tell you, you picked the jackpot, the big jackpot. You have lots of energy and stamina and magnetism around you. You are the sun on everybody's sky. This has such summery, breezy sea vibes already, but you are the sun on everybody's sky. You are the center of attention. You are so flamboyant and exuberant, and you have such beautiful energy around you. You are healthy and you are glowing with beautiful energy. Whoa. So let's see next, your inner strengths. Somebody messed with you a little bit in the past or recent past. Maybe you got out of a relationship. Why everybody is today out of some sort of a relationship? What's up? What's the point here? We're in the panini. We should stay together, not break up. What's happening here? So I feel like somebody maybe dumped you in the recent past. If it's not that, you are feeling a little bit uninspired and unmotivated. You have lots of energy and you enter the month with this really fiery energy and like sun, and you are shining and bright and the center of attention and want that attention. But on deep inside you feel, on an inner level, I mean deep inside, you feel a little bit uninspired, let's say. You may be in super manifestation, magician kind of energy mode with this Jara right here, the rune of harvest and manifestation as I see it. Also, you may be a star online. Maybe you have a business online, or you have also a YouTube channel that you tried to grow and you were a little bit sad that maybe it was slow in the past and you feel a bit overwhelmed with your business. Finally, a message that I receive about business. First, you are the first today. Whoa, I'm so happy. In the reading in itself, a message about business. Thank God. First, you are the first for today. Thank God. Too many people breaking up. Okay, so you may have felt a little bit worn out by what you were doing, but you still have energy and you still have all the tools that you need to get over that lack of inspiration and maybe lack of time, or maybe an associated pull out of a deal, or somebody that you were counting on didn't show up for you in your business, or something like that. But now my dear, you have all the tools and all the inner strength that you need to get over that, and you are shining so bright. So let's see the near future for you. An opportunity. First of all, an opportunity that's a divine gift, a divine blessing. This sounds to me like a money reading that I've done recently. So if you are interested in that, you can find it right here in this corner, because I really feel that you especially need to look at that reading, because I really feel that there's a message for you in that. So you may want to look at that too, because here an opportunity awaits you. If it's not business, which for you, especially with this bright green little glass piece, which green, it's the color of money, and also love. But if it's not something about love here, and somebody maybe pulled out of the deal a bit, maybe something, someone that you were really like this with, and recently pulled out of the deal and called it quits, an opportunity is meant for you, either in business or in love, maybe personal growth, if that's what you are focused on at this moment, maybe in your studies, I don't know. It can be in any area of your life, because this is a general energies reading for June. It's not something specific about June. It can be in any area, I mean, but it's an opportunity and it's fated. It's like sent by God above, by universe, and you also manifested this opportunity right here, for which you happen to be so very much ready and super on point. Oh my God, this is amazing. All the piles today were actually amazing, but this is extra, and I know I've said it already. This is the third time I'm saying that, but it's like with each and every pile, things just get better and better and better, and this is so amazing to see and upbeat, and it cheers me up so much. Now let's see what are the obstacles for you in this rune, in this month, in this month. So first, I don't remember if I said this or not, but these are the first 2 weeks of the month. In the first 2 weeks of the month, this will happen, or even before this. If you watch this before the beginning of the month, this can also happen before the beginning of the month of June, and then continue in the first 2 weeks, or on the cusp of the beginning of the month, right between May and June. But the obstacles, I think that there's a slight danger here. It's not something really significant, but it's about your attitude, and they kind of advise you to don't jump in for this opportunity. Really look at it, because otherwise things may kind of get a little bit out of control for you, and this as a journey in itself, it wouldn't be such a nice journey as it can be for you, this opportunity that opens a new door for you. What's on the other side of the door, it's kind of a journey, and if you don't look at it from all angles, it wouldn't be as pleasant as it can be. So that would be a slight warning for you, but it's not something very significant because this is kind of a neutral rune. It's not very bad, not even when it's in reverse. It talks about a journey that may be unexpected, and we saw the unexpectedness here, and this is something unexpected that you may see yourself as put in a position when you are obligated to do that thing or travel somewhere where you didn't want to travel, or jump to conclusions or something like that, which is not necessarily very pleasant. But being such a very neutral rune, it's always a good idea to look at it in dialogue with other runes. This rune advises you to be really... Wait, it's not like... Yeah, it's actually in reverse. And this rune advises you to take things slow. Don't rush anything. And I mean anything. Don't even think of rushing things. Okay, so don't even think of rushing things with this opportunity. Let it flow to you. Let it flow. Let the journey unfold itself. Because this is not like this. It's not a bumpy ride. It's not a bumpy journey. It's a beautiful journey, and you have the stamina for it. The only thing here, somebody may actually really have pulled out of the deal with you, either on a romantic side or in business, and that may kind of make you at least feel affected, like you really needed that person or that someone in your life to help you with this challenge, and you feel a bit lost without them. You don't know in which direction to grasp, to go, but you actually don't need them. The journey will unfold itself, and it will unfold very nicely. Now let's see the outcome, the end of the month, from the middle towards the month. Yeah, you come in collaboration with somebody, or you find a new partner, and you are protected. You are protected. You are very much protected in this deal. This is already heavenly protected, but you are even more protected, and you feel very lucky. You may feel a bit guarded. You avoid this situation right here, and the journey unfolds itself, and it's smoother because you have a little bit of an edge, because this is the thorn rune, and also the shield rune. It symbolizes a shield, and you have this little bit of a thorn on top of a shield on. You have your little armor put on, and that actually helps you to avoid this situation right here. This actually helps you to avoid this situation right here and to make the journey smooth, really smooth. And I really see this person, you know, these are kind of two X's that hold hands at the center, and talks about financial fertility, emotional fertility, fertility on everything. It's not something that comes and goes. It's something that comes and stays, that comes to last. And whatever comes towards you through this opportunity, either a partner or a business deal, a higher rank at your job, I don't know, it can be anything, but it's here to last. And because you are cautious with it, especially in the beginning, things really start to work in your favor, and luck, it's in your favor. Everything will be just fine this month. You enter with this energy, and you kind of keep this energy up throughout the month. And also you can encounter in this month a spiritual teacher or master. We encounter every day spiritual teachers and masters through every person that we meet. So this spiritual teacher and master can be a master and a teacher for your soul, not a approved and an acknowledged teacher as a teacher. Like, you don't have to go and study to find a teacher. Even our parents, our friends, the people we meet on the street, everybody is a teacher to us. Every person that we encounter has something to teach our soul. So maybe you will find a life partner that's like a master to you, and you are also a master for that person, and you teach each other, and you maybe start a bit with caution at the beginning, but then things will unfold like this and will grow like this, because this is kind of a complete circle right here, begins here and ends here. This is how I feel it right now and see it right now. You begin with this thing that maybe ended, and you end up with this other thing that also begins between you and a partner, either partner in business or romance in personal life, or maybe personal life and business. Maybe you through business find this person through what you do online, or through what you study, or through this opportunity. Anyway, it's something fated. This is what I can tell you for sure. It's something meant to be. It's something guided from above, from a force that's higher than us. So, applause to you. So much applause to you. Now, let's see your finances. Who wants to see your finances? You want to see your finances, and I want to see your finances. So, let's look at the money. The green guys right here. Your green guys. Yeah. The money. This rune right here, as I've already mentioned, I think, also talks about money. I can put them like this. They kind of look cute on camera. Spread a bit like this. The idea is just that the grid can be seen nicely on the camera. So I'm gonna do the drill again with you too. This carnelian right here shows me if you will make money through something that you are really passionate about. This sugar coin or chocolate coin right here tells me that you will make money through something that you like. You are not so over the heels about it like with this carnelian, but this shows me that you like what you are doing. This is the most amount of money that you can earn, like 10 lei, it's called in Romanian. And this is the least amount of money that you can make, un ban, or like 10 bucks versus 1 penny, like, kind of. And they, as a value, are in this order. You may wanna be a bit familiar with them before we start. You can understand what I say better, I think. Yeah, this is they are in this order. Also, what's in the middle of the circle, it's shore money, or money that come regularly to you, and this is money that you will make aside from your job, let's say, or from what you do on a regular basis, and it's something extra. Or in a monthly reading like this, it's something that it's potential, it's in the air for you, and depends massively on you, yourself, and what you do to get to them and to receive them and be in receiving mode. Okay, so now I will shuffle them for you and let them fall, and we will see what falls where falls. Okay, so for you everything stayed on the grid, so that's an unusual thing and also a good thing. So you can receive a few money here and there. This is almost out, so no few money for you. You will have lots of money in this month. I mean, look at it, and you will receive this big money. You have the biggest money, like half in, half out, so they're probably for you to make them. And because this was like this and this was like this, I think that you will make big money, like very big money, through something that you are very passionate about and they are sure to come for you. I really felt this. I really felt this with this green little glass piece of yours. I really felt this coming for you. And then the biggest amount of money you will make through something that you like. It's not the thing that you are most passionate about, but because this fell on both, I think that you really enjoy this too, to do whatever you do in order to make this big jackpot, to reach this big jackpot. They will be very, very pleasant to make also, and because these two coins were bridged by this big sugar money right here, I think that they are also sure to come. They are very, very, very sure to come. And also that was the idea, like a side effect, of something bigger that you did and that you really enjoyed and put passion in, and that side effect creates waves around it. That one thing creates waves around it, waves of money. And because you did one thing and you received this one big sum of money, other sums, one even bigger that you didn't even thought that you will receive, will come to you, and other sums of money a bit smaller, like waves. This really looks to me like waves. You do one thing, you have one initial big boom, this explosion of money right here, and after that big boom, that it's sure to come, because it's like really in the middle. I didn't saw, from the first time I ever used this grid until now, I never saw once this to happen, and it happened for you. So you really hit the jackpot, the center. It's like sure to come for you. It's like this sure to come for you. And after this happens, either through something that you continue doing because you really loved this thing and it makes you a pleasure to continue something around it, this even bigger sum of money will reach you, and other things that are related to the initial things will come aside. And out of the blue, because when it rains it pours, will come even some small coins here and there out of the blue, maybe right before this thing really happens. Yeah, I think that in this order, like this, maybe this will come right before this happens, because when it rains it pours, and this is kind of a sign that you may receive right before this happens. Or actually after this happens, you will receive some coins here and there, just because when it rains it pours, and birds of a feather flock together, and miracles also do so. One miracle, it's always followed by another and another and another, because they like to stick together like this rune right here. I don't know what I shouldn't be surprised at all. You had the sun and this ing rune right here, the rune of maximum prosperity. It's like the 10 of crystals, 10 of pentacles, or king and queen of pentacles, and or king and queen and 10 of pentacles all together combined, like fusion. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so surprised, because for you especially, you had the big jackpot of money, baby. You and money are like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is everything I'm seeing for you in this month. Actually, one more thing. I've just noticed on the camera that this right here, with the coins right here, and this also kind of form a tree. You are this tree of abundance. Okay, I'm done. Now I'm done. Now I'm happy. I'm done. You have such an abundant month, such a wealthy month. It's so beautiful. I've never seen in my life something like this. I'm talking like I do this like since I was in diapers, but I'm not. But anyway, from the first time I ever used this grid until now, I never saw this once, but it happened for you first. Congratulations, you are the first, you are the big jackpot right here. So I'm so happy for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more readings just like this one. And I don't know, I'm experimenting a bit with the format, but the vibe will be basically the same. And if you enjoyed the vibe, we will keep the vibe, and this is what you will receive from me and my readings. So please subscribe. Don't forget again to like this video so others can receive their messages too from the runes, and YouTube does better its job at recommending my videos. I appreciate your time and attention. I really hope this resonated and cheered you up and made you feel amazing about June and what's coming for you. Lots of hugs and kisses. Until next time, bye bye. Hello there, amazing pile 4, and welcome to your June rune reading. If you picked this pretty white marble right here that I have from a friend which picked it from Greece, this will be then your reading. Now let's see with what energies you enter the month. And I see that you are ready for action, you are ready for battle, you are ready for whatever this June, this bitch named June has to throw at you. You are ready for whatever may come up next in this month. You enter with this very determined and strong and brave energy in this month. So, that being said, let's see what internal power do you hold, what's your inner strength. And I see, of course, for you especially, of course, that you have lots of inner strength. You have very good relationships with the people around you. You are inspired, you are driven. You are the biggest person in the room. You are the bigger or the biggest even person in the room. You have all the financial power that you need even. You have all the abundance and prosperity and all the tools available for you for everything and anything that this month has to throw at you. This thing right here really explains the energy that you are entering with in this month, because you may be a Sagittarius even. Hi, hello Sagittariuses, because this is the rune of the Sagittarius. You may also be maybe a Taurus or a Virgo, maybe some Cancer vibes here. Yeah, anyway, you have lots of energy and you are ready to use it for whatever enters your way. Whatever is in your way, you are ready to use your energy for that. So now let's see the near future, like from where you are watching it, 2 weeks into the month, like, or even on the cusp of the month before it starts. I see that you will actually need this energy because something will be a little bumpy, a really bumpy ride with a certain person, especially a male. Even you, Brutus, even you, Brutus. Why is everybody today having troubles in their relationship with their, I don't know, boyfriend or girlfriend? Well, especially here we talk about a boyfriend or a girlfriend with a very masculine energy. Anyway, I see you having a little bit of surprises and troubles with a male. Actually, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be your father or your best friend, or I don't know, somebody that it's pretty important in your life, even your teacher. With somebody that's a male, and you will have a change in the atmosphere with this person that will not be necessarily too pleasant. It's not a very big change because this is kind of a neutral rune, but it would be something that takes you a bit by surprise, and it's not something very extraordinarily pleasant. I don't know how to put it otherwise. But let's look into the obstacles for you in this month and have a better picture over things. When we look at the obstacles, this is the main rune. This is what we mainly connect to. This is what we mainly look at. I mean, the other two runes give nuance to this main rune. Here it's the same thing. But again, I said that I see you having a good time with everybody. This kind of felt like this, a bit unclear, and I didn't knew why, but I kind of correlate it now with this thing, with this person, that you have a bit of an misunderstanding with, let's say, but it's not something major. It's not something major. Actually, maybe you relied on this person to help you with something, but this person is not meant actually to help you. It's not meant to help you. You are meant to stand on your own feet. I really feel that if you were drawn to this pile, you are either a girl, a female, or somebody with very, 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 very feminine energy. And you have to be able to take risks on yourself and to stand on your own feet and deal by yourself with things, not with external help. And really put your house in order, to quote the book, by yourself, not with the help of somebody else, not with the help with a man. This is the horse rune, and when it's upright, it refers to you going on a journey, but it's not an unexpected journey like if you had, for example, Rad, the rune of travel. No, it's something that you plan. It's something planned. When it's in reversed, one, it's something that it's not planned, but two, if we are still to keep in mind the symbolic of the horse, it's like your horse doesn't want to travel. Your person that you were relying on doesn't want to help you. Anyway, some sort of a risk will be taken, and some sort of information maybe that was kept secret will be revealed. Maybe this person's thoughts around the situation or around you will be revealed, and that will actually empower you, because these are the obstacles. But I don't see any obstacles for you. Maybe you will find it a bit difficult to be on your own, to stand in your own power, in your own maybe femininity. You will be maybe a little bit left alone, but it's not something that you won't be able to overcome, and it's something necessary for you and your growth. Let's see the outcome of the situation. Yeah, I see you overcome it, clearly, definitely. And you feel like you cannot, but you actually can. This is like a full circle to me, but you actually can. You totally, completely actually can, against all odds, turn things in your favor. Things will go in your favor, even if this person doesn't help you, let's say, or you argue a bit with this person right here, a male or somebody with very male-like traits or male-like energy. You, as the woman in discussion, will be able, you will have all the stamina, all the force, all the masculine energy within you, because this is also a masculine rune, and this is in the runes representing your inner assets, the things that you possess inside of you, your inner strength. And you have the masculine energy within you as the female energy here in cause. You have the the masculine energy on the position, ready to take action and conquer whatever the situation is. Even though you feel like you can't, you actually can. You definitely can. And maybe it's something unexpected. This rune here talks about something that it's unexpected to happen, and that something may be related with this person, but also it can be related with an event or I don't know, a major thing that happens in this month that runes chose to talk about right here, that you really was looking forward at this person to help you with, and they say they wouldn't, and you really have to grab the bull by the horns by yourself, because this is the bull rune, and you have to grab the bull by the horns on yourself, by yourself, and you can totally do this. And also, it's not like you have a choice. It's a do or die situation, kind of. And I think that this is why you relied so heavy on this person to help you with. And maybe they have this very masculine energy. Maybe they actually are a female, but you look at them to really support you, at least with the masculine energy of action, of putting things in motion, and you kind of find it hard to get out of your inner female energy. Even if you are a male, we all have inner masculine and feminine energy, and you find it difficult to step into your masculine energy, which you actually possess on the inside, but you find it a bit difficult to step into that masculine energy by yourself. But you are capable, and you must. It's not a thing that you can back up from. It's a must. In the book says that if disaster is to be avoided, this opportunity must be seized. This bull must be conquered. So it's something that you must do on your own, without the help of somebody else from the outside. And if you talk here about a woman that you expected to step for you in your place in that energy, and I said this at 12:12 on my camera timer, if you are waiting for a man or a woman to step in that masculine energy and help you move forward, actually you have to do that on your own. You have to step by yourself in that masculine energy and make the moves here. And you are totally capable of doing this. Even though you feel like you're not, you are capable of doing this. Wow. Actually, it's not a love reading here, and it's not necessarily a money reading here, but this can be talking about just anything. It doesn't specifically point towards money or love or I don't know what else. It points especially about inner growth, but also this situation can apply to any scenario: romantic, business, money, inner growth, studies, any scenarios. You cannot rely on somebody else to do the biggest thing that you have to do on this month. You don't have to rely on somebody else to help you with, because they won't, because you are supposed to do it on your own, and you are capable to do so. And you must step into your power. Just like Elsa in Frozen 2, she was relying on the fifth spirit to decide for her, or to help her, or to step up and be the fifth spirit, but then she find out that she is herself the fifth spirit. You, my darling, are the fifth spirit. You cannot rely on an external fifth spirit, because you are the fifth spirit, my darling. I don't know how else better to put it. You are the fifth spirit. You have to be a spirit on your own and kick ass and be the bad bitch on your own. You cannot expect someone else to do that, because you're totally capable. And I really think that you enter the month with this energy of, I will do this, I can do this, but then something somehow, I think, happens that puts you in a position to rely on this other person, and they say no, and you say uh-oh, but actually you can step into this power. And maybe this right here talks about that realization, that reveal, that you are actually in this feminine receiving energy, and you have to step up out of it into your masculine energy that you possess actually, but by your own. I don't know, this can talk about anything, a project, a collaboration, a business collaboration, something that you had to do at your job, maybe even in the relationship, I don't know, chores around house, or I don't know, it can talk about literally anything that you thought you couldn't do by yourself that is bigger than yourself, but it's actually not at all bigger than yourself. You are tenfold bigger than this thing. It's like a nothing compared to you, but you have to see that. That's all. You only have to see that. You are this big stone right here. You are the big boss. You just have to realize it. Okay, so now we are gonna look at the finances. And I chose to look at finances, especially no matter if the reading was talking about them or not, and not look at love, no matter if the reading wasn't actually talking about love, because I don't know, I really felt called to do so, because in a way we can survive without a partner, because love readings are especially related to romantic love, not other types of love. And I don't know, a month maybe we can survive without a partner, but money my baby are necessary. You have to feed yourself and your cats, because I know we have cats here. Everybody has a cat and everybody wants to be a cat. Are you tired yet of my Disney references? Because I won't stop. Disney references are everything, so I won't stop. Okay, so maybe I should do the drill with you too. So everything that goes inside this circle are sure money to come with you, or maybe it's your salary at your job, or I don't know, sure money to come with you, or money that usually come to you. The things, the pieces that will come on the corners around the circle are potential money that will come to you with, I mean, very big potential to come to you. You will just have to reach your hand and grab it. And or money that you will make aside, like extra money that you make aside of your usual way to gain your money. Okay, also here we have a piece of carnelian for me to know how you will earn your money. If you will do something that really passionates you, like really deep down, in order to achieve your money this month. Or this is a sugar coin. With it you will do something that is sweet and money will come sweet for you, doing something that you're not necessarily that big of a fan, over the hills passionate about, but you still enjoy it really much, like really much. You enjoyed it. It's not your biggest over the hill passion, head over heel passion, but it's still something that you really enjoy. The money here, I'm gonna put them in order from the most valuable to the least valuable, and I kind of translate them to you. They're Romanian money, as I already mentioned, I think. Yes. And they are kind of like 10 bucks, 5 bucks, 25. Wait, they're actually like this. Half a dollar, let's say. Let's put it that way. 1 corner of a dollar, I think. This would be a tenth of a dollar, half a tenth of a dollar, and the smallest unity, like 1 penny. 1 penny. I think that 1 penny is the smallest. I don't know for sure, but I think that 1 penny is the smallest. Then this would be kind of like 5 pennies, 10 pennies, 25 pennies, 50 pennies, $5, $10. I think I've got them right, I hope. Please correct me and be gentle with me in the comments, because I'm not really familiar with US dollars, but I tried to at least translate them a bit to you so you are familiar with what I'm doing here. Okay, now I will shuffle and I will see what gets on the grid. Wow, I like it. I like it. I really much like it. So for you, I see things like this. You, through something that are very passionate about, will make like the first baby steps maybe in your business. You will receive the first money in this month from something that you are really passionate about doing. Your biggest passion on earth ever will make for the first time its first babies, let's say. Money babies will make itself the first money babies. And after them will shortly enter the picture, maybe in July or at the end of the month, towards the end of the month, the big jackpot. Because remember, this is the biggest of them all. This is right here, the biggest of them all. Do you see it? The equivalent of $10. It's not $10. Our money are kind of a quarter the economic power of the dollar. It's like equivalent, this one here, to $10. Let's put it that way. And that, the big jackpot, will come to you. Okay, and through something, I really see you this month working on a passion project, on something that you are really passionate about. And the next biggest boy in the pound, the biggest fish in the pound, when we talk about the coins and money here, it's surely to come. Finally, through something that you enjoy. Maybe it's not your biggest, most fatal passion, but will come finally. The rest doesn't matter that much, the rest of the money. But at least, I'm sorry for the interruption, my camera died, well, yesterday, and this is a new day and I've come back to your reading to finish it. So what I meant is that the small money right here, the smaller money right here, and the middle money right here are out of the game for you, which means that only the big money and the no money are in game for you. For you especially, June, it's an all or nothing month, kind of, sort of. This gives me these vibes. The situation right here gives me these vibes. And especially with this little coin right here under the passion stone, as I think I've already mentioned, you will make your money through something that you really love, and your passion project, your biggest passion project, will finally have some results. Finally. And also, after that result, I think I've already mentioned that the big coin will also come to you. And this is awesome news. Maybe this passion project, it's what we saw here yesterday, the big challenge ahead of you, that you think you need help, but actually you are just fine by yourself. Who knows, that may actually also be the case. So I am so happy I could read for you, and if you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a truly big thumbs up so we can grow this channel and more people can receive their messages from the runes. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy my vibe and my readings, because more readings kind of just like this awaits you on this channel, at least the vibe of this, because I like experimenting a bit with the themes and with different grids and techniques other than just runes, to really spice things up a bit. But the vibe, it's the same, I think. I like to think throughout my readings. So consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, lots of kisses and hugs. See you soon. Hello, Pile 5, and welcome to your June reading. So, first of all, excuse my a bit croaky voice. It's the next day from when I started filming this reading, and my camera died on the last pile, and now it's basically the same day and my voice, it's not so fine at this moment, but I hope it doesn't mind you that much. So with no further ado, let's look at your energy. With what energy you enter the month. I see a lot of stillness for you. You are very still. You maybe are bored, maybe you yourself are a bit cold. I mean, maybe you catch a flu or a cold or something, and you may be not in the best physical shape at the moment, or you don't have enough energy to do a lot of things and to move a lot and do some sport and exercises. I see a lot of stillness for you. You enter the month with a lot of stillness and maybe boredom, I think. But let's see what internal resources you have available for the month ahead. With what internal resources you step up into this next month. Well, this might explain a bit the things, because I think that something overwhelms you. It overwhelms you to the point where you are frozen, where you froze. You feel a bit overwhelmed by something, but actually you have what it takes to put things back in motion. You, maybe through your relationships, I think that in this month your biggest strength are your relationships, and especially what motivates you, what passionates you, what lights you up. You have a lot of fertility, potential fertility in ideas and energies, and even financial potential, lots of financial power, financial strength available to you. You have the resources within you. In the book says about this that on the material level, in some instances, this rune may show that the querent has been undergoing some kind of difficulty and the situation is now drawing to a close with relief at hand. So on an inner level, on a strength level in the inside of you, you may have felt a little bit overwhelmed by a situation, but now that situation draws to a close with relief at hand, at the strength level on the inside of you. So I think that you will find again the strength that you need for the next month, and you will feel yourself protected, and maybe you will have your guard a bit up. Maybe the situation was around a person or a relationship, and now you are feeling guarded towards a certain relationship or something. But also your biggest strength this month are relationships. So maybe that situation will improve. I don't see if it's necessarily a love connection, a romantic situation. It can be any kind of situation, any kind of relationship here, and that's maybe also the case. But anyhow, also in the book about this rune, which out of these three it's the most important and outweighs the other two, says that on a more spiritual level, this rune shows that the querent is soon to reach a state of inner peace and quiet. Maybe that's the same peace and quiet and stillness. and of inner balance. In all cases, time will tell whether this happy state is lasting or simply transitory, and the accompanying rune will give strong suggestions as to the eventual outcome. I think that this, because it's after this, kind of in this order, I think that you will find a long-lasting state of peace. But let's see what's in the near future for you in the first 2 weeks of this month. And if you watch this before the start of the month, the beginning of the month also applies to that period of time. And we have tear and can upright. So I do feel that you kind of prepare yourself to some sort of a battle that you feel very peaceful about and very calm and collected about, and you feel protected and you have kind of no worries. The thought about that situation before, I think it really affected you in a not so positive manner, but now you have the energy to face that situation. You no longer feel exhausted by it. You no longer feel scared by it. You no longer feel that is bigger than you. You feel very still. You feel like ice. Nothing can move you. You are as still and calm and cool as ice. Let's see the difficulties for you in the next month. I see. First of all, also, this is one of the most auspicious runes in the pouch from all the runes, and it's in the central position. It outweighs the other two. But in any case, this is a very good rune that says that you have all the strength and all the energy that you need. And if you weren't feeling well, if the situation kind of was bigger than you on a physical level, you felt weak, or you felt sick, or you felt, I don't know, ill in any way, you will in this month find in yourself all the tools available to outweigh the situation, to do this battle, to carry this battle on this shoulder and to win the battle. Also, I see that the only concern for you is to not become overconfident, and I feel like your intuition may be a little bit off, like sometimes you are a bit too much in your head, and that would be the only concern, to not be too much in your head or so much in your emotional space that it overwhelms you. Don't overthink things, and also don't be cocky, because the sun in the antagonist position, like here, may also denote a bit of cockiness. I will read you from the book about this rune, because I feel like the book puts things in perspective a lot better than what I can explain with my own words at this moment. It says like this: this rune, by virtue of representing the sun, is closely associated with the astrological sign Leo, which is ruled by the sun. This gives considerable insight into its meaning. Leo is a sign that likes to enjoy life and have fun. It is also a very proud sign, and one that likes to be at the center of things, basking in people's attention. Thus, when sigil appears in a reading, it can imply that the querent has been overstretched of late and is in need of a rest, to take time away from the pressure of everyday life and just enjoy him or herself. So that's one of the obstacles this month. You feel the need to rest, and maybe another thing is that you feel like you don't have time to rest, and it doesn't give you much of a breather this month. Continuing, it may also signify that the querent is in a situation that he or she needs to take control of. Perhaps the querent has been worrying about something recently, yet was feeling unable to make any positive move to alter the situation, and this has left them feeling curiously out of sort. Once again, the advice must be to return to the center of affairs and take control. Take control. The sun has traditionally been associated with vitality and vigor, so the surrounding runes in a cast give some hint to the current state of health. I think that you are pretty well. I think that what we have here, you are pretty well. Maybe, as I've said, you may catch a flu or something like that, but nothing really serious. And another thing that gives me the clue that you may have a little bit of a cold, but not something really serious, is that of my cranky voice in itself. Yesterday I was really fine, and now my voice is a little bit cranky. Maybe that's the case for you too in this month. You will feel on the verge of getting a flu pretty often, but nothing too serious or that you have to worry about. I don't see anything that you have to worry about. Continuing with the book about this rune, on the other hand, if sigil is close to very positive runes, as this one right here, for example, this means that the querent is at the peak of his or her powers. As I've said, you will outweigh any situation that is thrown at you. Sigil can further be seen as the principle of the guiding light, the beacon that lights the way. So on the material level, its appearance may well signify that the querent is in need of help, needing someone or something to arise and show them the way forward. This may also be true on a spiritual level, in which sigil may signify that the querent should seek or will soon find a spiritual guide. So I think about the last part, this last part, that you may actually encounter some sort of help in this month. Maybe somebody will help you through the internet. Maybe if, let's say, you this situation concerns school for you, college or high school or something. Maybe if you still do school online, your teacher will give you a helping hand with, I don't know, something around your grades or homeworks or something. Will give you a helping hand in online. Or maybe you will see a documentary or a video, a YouTube video that helps you with the piece of information that you are lacking in order to be bigger than the situation. I don't know, your connections this month, I feel like, are the central strength of yours, and the obstacles, I don't see that they are very big. I don't see at all that they are very big. You may be confronted with a bit of delay in something, I don't know, a bit of delay in something, or you may feel overconfident about something and procrastinate a bit, which is not a very good idea and may turn a little bit against you, so be careful also with that. But it's nothing serious that you have to worry about in this month. So let's see the outcome for you. And we have Weird, the blank rune, and Eolch, I think it's the pronunciation for this rune, which also you have two protection runes in, all three protection runes in the same reading. So you are majorly heavily divinely guided and protected, because this rune right here is the rune of faith and the rune of God, of the higher force above us all, that helps us, that loves us, that guides us. Maybe if you pray this month, this will really help you, and I advise you to pray a lot this month and to seek guidance from up above us, from the higher power that gives us life and guides us. So that may be another message for you. Anyway, you are heavily, divinely protected and guided, and you will be able to make the situation upright at the end of the month. Also, this in reverse may imply a situation that comes to you with a raging force and the raging speed of a bull in attack. So, the advice of runes about this situation is to grab the bull by the horns and to avoid a certain disaster, to quote from the book, you will have to face this challenge head on, and you are ready to do this. For example, this kind of sounds a lot like me. I don't know if I would necessarily pick this pile if I were to choose from my own options in my own reading. I don't know if I were to choose this pile, but this reminds me, for example, of my final degree at college, which is in June, and maybe this can also apply to you. You are graduating university or school this month, and this situation may be that graduation, or maybe you are switching houses, are moving houses, or the workplace and the job, and maybe that's the thing. I don't know exactly what's that thing, but I feel like it in the first place, I mean at the beginning, in the beginning when this situation arose in your life, you are a bit overwhelmed by this, but in June it finally reaches an end, and I like how this kind of looks like a man, a little human, I mean, with the arms up in the air. It's actually the symbol for a lightning rod, but it also looks a bit like a little human with its arms up in the sky. So I think that's you being in a victorious position, because this also announces victory. So I think that whatever the situation is, until the end of the month, you will reach the conclusion by being victorious. You will be victorious in this situation. Don't get overwhelmed by any emotions or thoughts, or both emotions and thoughts. And if you have some sort of an intuition this month that is less than positive about the situation, it's actually your fear speaking, and maybe, but I don't think it's that extreme, but it can be a slight paranoia, a very, very, very slight paranoia, and nothing to worry about. But don't listen to that inner voice of yours, because it's not telling the truth. It's not telling the truth at all, and it might be a little bit of a trickster and might throw you back a bit. So don't listen to that. Pray if you need to get advice from somebody. Pray before that. Whatever you have to do, I really advise you to pray, and you will receive the right answer. The right answer. Something that it's not fear-based. Something that will empower you, that will give you the courage to make a decision. And I also feel like somebody may offer you this guiding light, this help. Maybe the teacher that coordinates your project, or the test that you have to take this month, or something like that, will again offer you a helping hand, or will give you some really nice advice and will really help you. Or maybe your parents or your friends or something like that. Somebody that is the bigger person in the situation, that is the dominant person in the situation, will give you an offer of some sort to help you. And I also see you working really, really hard this month. This will be for you a month of hard work. I don't see love for you, and they don't necessarily talk about money and business and career either. But I feel it's something more related to studies, especially because my own situation really pops up in my mind, and I didn't necessarily as a person felt drawn to pick myself this pile right here, and yet the situation occurs in my mind. So I think that this may especially be related to studies or a situation at job. It can be with a certain person, but I don't get the vibe of that much, because here we talk about something that implies a bit of a competition, a bit of something that you really fight for, but for yourself. And the relationships play a part in this just as much as they provide you help. They are not the main focus here. They are here just to provide you help, but it's something that really has you and your own person at the center of things, at the center of attention. You are the center of this discussion, not money, not another person that you have romantic interest in. No, you are at the center of things, because this also reminds me in a reading like this of a person, which is you, because this is the energy that you enter the month with, and also this reminds me of you. So we have two runes that remind me of you, that and 3 runes of protection. So no matter the situation that you feel most stressed about in this month, you are protected, and you will have the energy and the strength to face this. You have the shield, you have the arrow, and you also have the bow, and you also have the lantern, the torch. So you have a shield, you have your arrows, you have your bows, and you have your torch, and you have the right company, so you are so very much prepared. You have all the battle tools, all the weapons that you need to face this situation, from which you will get out victorious, very much victorious, and faith, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, will really play a major part in this, and until the end of the month you will reach a conclusion very successfully with the help of our Creator. So this is very beautiful energy, and I'm so happy to read for such a successful person like you. I want to read for you about money especially. I don't see, as I've said, nothing about or around love. They didn't choose to speak about love, if that's something that you have in mind. Well, it's said that war and love are very tied together, and here they kind of paint the picture of some sort of war or battle or competition. So maybe if we really stretch their meaning, we can force it a little bit into love. So if you have a situation with somebody, it can, if we really stretch their meaning a little bit, put it into perspective about love. But I think that that's available for 1 or 2 persons, little few of you. The others, if you really have a situation around love, you can pick another pile, because other piles talked about love here and there a bit. But this pile especially, it's something that concerns you directly, not another person that's involved, not money. No, something that you really, a situation where you are in some sort of a competition, like an exam or the graduation, or switching jobs or switching homes or something like that. I don't see something about home necessarily, because the rune of home, it's not present here to give me that hint, and these other runes don't talk necessarily about that. But it's something especially related to a competition in which you are, or an exam or something like that. I think I've repeated the information the 3rd time right now, so I'm gonna get directly straight into the money reading for you, so we can check your finances a bit in this month. Because I don't know how to put it, but I really feel that love and the persons that we encounter with are not very much in our control, and we don't always get to control who we meet, because the persons around us are like the teacher that we saw here, are the teachers that we saw here, and we don't always get to pick our teachers and the ones we fall in love with or that we meet. We don't always get to control that, but over our finances, I really feel that we have a little bit more control of. We can always do some job aside of what we're doing to really have some more coins here and there. And in our days, when people are losing their jobs, I really think that finances are more, in a way, important for us nowadays than the sector of love, for which fate really plays a really big role, and we not so much. And runes don't predict something like it's just going to happen. No, runes are very pragmatical, really practical. They give you practical advice for what you can do next, and they don't say that's how things are or that's how things will be and you can do anything to change it. They advise you how you can change things and what you can do. And around love, if they don't come in your head with an advice in the reading, maybe that wasn't the message for you that was most important for you to hear. And that's why I do some extras around money and not around love, at least in this reading. I really felt called to do only the money part, and if the love wanted to show itself, it would show in the reading and wouldn't be necessary to make a grid around it. If you want a love reading, as I've said, you can pick another pile, or I have lots of love readings, timeless. They apply in any moment, and if you feel like you need to hear something around love right now, you can pick one of those timeless rune readings around love. But now let's see the money. I think I have to explain it a little bit to you, because I think that I will put up this reading before the others where I've explained how's the deal with this grid. So let me explain it to you too. Here we have the stone that will show me if you will make money through something that you are passionate about or not, because this is a carnelian, the stone of passion. Here we have the sugar coin that really shows me if money will come in sweet for you, or you will earn your money through something that you do with pleasure. It's not your biggest passion on earth, but they still come through something that you do with lots of pleasure, not just a bit of pleasure, no, lots of pleasure. And here are the money, and I think that for right now it's important to know that this is the least valuable coin and this is the most valuable coin right here. It's like 1 penny versus $10. Okay, so the other are intermediate, and I will talk about them on the go as we do the grid. So let's shuffle for you and see what's the thing around money this month in June for you. Pile 4. Okay, so the good thing is that the smallest amount of money is out, so no small money for you, no little money for you. Okay, so in the circle are the money that you make on a regular basis, like let's say your salary, or I don't know, something that you do and it comes regularly, like month by month you receive the same amount of money. And I see that you earn your existence through something that you really like to do, and you earn well. You are doing great. You really earn well. I'd say that you earn on a regular basis over the medium wage in your country, like, or in your family. The finances are over the medium wage on your country. You really earn well on a regular basis, and especially this month that we are talking about. And it's very possible for you to make some money aside, like this is the big jackpot, remember, the $10 equivalent coin. So I really think that you are, especially in this month, able to get to this jackpot through something that you are really passionate about. And I don't know, maybe something, a little bit of an opportunity will arise for you to receive some extra money, not as much as all this, and by far not as much as this, because this is the second least valuable coin after this small one here. And we are glad to see it on the side, because these are money that are potential to come aside from what you do on a regular basis. So I think that money are really fine for you this month. So this is why runes didn't touch upon them, because you are very fine this month. You are very fine. You don't have to worry about money. They are coming in sweet. They are coming in really decent amount. I mean, it's very decent amount. This is the second most valuable coin after this one. So the fact that you have the second most valuable coin and the third most valuable coin after this, and even the first, second, third, fourth coin, most valuable coin in exactly this order, you've got them all in the center. That's awesome. Awesome for you. I'm so happy for you. That's why you didn't had to worry about money in the beginning in the rune reading, because they're not a problem for you. If you don't earn this yourself, maybe somebody will help you or is taking care of you financially, and that's also awesome. And you have the opportunity to do this by yourself through something that you are really passionate about, to make this big jackpot right here. This is in the potential energy for you, and because it fell so close to the circle in the first place, this fell a little bit more far away from the circle, but this fell like almost right in the circle. So I feel like this is very, very, very possible for you. You just have to reach your hand and grab it, and it's yours. And this is a very beautiful energy. So if today's reading really resonated to you and maybe brought a little bit of clarity or cheered you up a little bit, please don't forget to give it a very big thumbs up so more people can receive their messages from runes and YouTube starts to do its job and recommend these videos to other people. Also, you can subscribe to the channel for more rune readings like this, I mean with this vibe, because I really enjoy experimenting a little bit with the format and the themes and everything, because the channel is still young, it's still pretty much new, and I want to experiment a little bit. But if you really want to see my experiments and have fun alongside me and receive more rune readings and messages from runes like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you very soon in another reading. Until next time, lots of hugs and kisses. Bye bye.